Hi class, this is course 3, lesson 40, area of a circle. Okay, so there's a formula you need to know. The area formula when we're talking about a circle is area equals pi times radius squared. Or it might look like this. Pi, the symbol pi, r squared. Okay, now notice, you do not square pi. It's just the radius that is squared. This is the same thing as pi times radius. So you square the radius and then multiply it times pi. And remember that pi is approximately 3.14 or 22/7, or you can leave pi as pi. So if the problem says in terms of pi, then leave pi as a symbol. So if we have a circle, that's a sad looking circle, with a diameter of 12. And we want to find the area of that circle. First, I told you that the diameter equals 12. Let's call these meters. Okay, but in my formula, I need radius. So I need to divide this by 2 to get the radius. Now I can use my formula. Area equals pi times radius squared. And then at this point I need to look and see what the directions are. Okay, order of operations says I square first, so area equals pi times 36. Now if the answer is in terms of pi, then you need to change this around and write it with the constant first, the number portion first, 36 pi meters, and its area, so it's squared. If you were to use 3.14, then you would multiply that times 36. Okay, here's some vocabulary for you. A sector is a portion of a circle. It's the piece that looks like this. It looks like a pizza slice. The arc would be the portion of the circumference of the circle, or the outside crust. And the central angle is going to be the angle that's formed in the center of the circle. Okay, so now to find the area of a sector, first we have to determine the fraction of the circle that the sector represents. Okay, so to do that, you take the central angle measure and divide it by 360 degrees. And write this as a fraction. You're going to want that as a fraction. You could use a decimal, but fractions tend to sometimes be easier to work with. Then we can calculate the area of the entire circle and then multiply the fraction and the area to get the sector area. Okay, so let's take a look at this. If I have a sector that looks like this, and I tell you that this is 90 degrees, and my radius is 4. Okay, I determine the fraction of the circle that the sector represents. So it's 90 degrees divided by 360 degrees, which is going to give us 1/4. Then I need to calculate the area of the entire circle. And remember that area equals pi times radius squared. And I know the radius is 4, so it's pi times 4 squared, which would be 16 pi. Now, if I'm going to use 3.14 here, the easiest thing to do is we need to find 1/4 of whatever this value is, right? Because it's multiply the fraction and the area to get the sector area. So I can leave it like this. I can leave the area 16 and just the symbol pi, because I'm going to take both of these and multiply them together. I'm going to take 1/4 times 16 pi. And why do I want to do that now instead of multiplying this first? Because I can divide this. I can simplify that, making this calculation a whole lot easier. So if I need to use 3.14 for pi, I would multiply 1, 5, 12, 2 decimal places, 12.56 And this could be centimeters. So this would be centimeters squared. So that's the area that the sector represents. Okay, that's all I have for you today. You need to know how to calculate the area of a circle and the area of a sector. I'll see you in class.